Hello archers, it's Nogdraw here and today I'm gonna show you some movement tech in Soulframe. I'm going to show you a few movement tips that I utilize with the bow that I found during my playtime. They work with the other weapons as well, although not so effectively. The first one is related to negating foe damage. You may already know this, but I didn't, especially when starting out. There are some high places in Soulframe and also with the bug that I showed some time ago, where enemies randomly throw you very high in the air, it's very useful to utilize this trick. When you draw your bow in the air, your foe is being slowed down, so if you do that right before you hit the ground, you can land safely without taking any damage, regardless of how high you're falling from. Similarly, this same mechanic can be used to extend your horizontal jumps to reach places you wouldn't be able to with the normal jump. What I like about this in combination with the bow is that if you see an enemy on your way down, since you're already drawing an arrow, you can do a surprise shot and get some damage on them, while with melee you can't unless you're falling right next to the enemy. Moving on, the next one is also simple but very useful in some situations, and also it tends to glitch a bit every now and then, resulting in us getting thrown in the air almost on purpose. I don't know if it's similar to the bug where enemies do it, but it seems that in some cases we get extra momentum and height, which can be useful. Let's recap the basic movements and then build on top of them. Starting with the dodge roll action, I have it mapped to my mouse side button. If we just press it while standing still, the envoy jumps back. If we do it while moving forward, they start doing this forward lunge movement. Press it twice and it's now a roll. However, another way to initiate a full roll is to combine the roll with running by pressing shift. When we initiate a sprint, we only need to click the dodge roll button once and it's a full roll. Combining this with a jump anytime before the roll is complete results in the envoy jumping immediately after the roll. One important note here, if you keep holding down shift after the roll and click the dodge button again, you don't roll but instead start doing the lunge movement again, so you need to release shift and press it again to reset the whole sequence. This combo is especially useful with perfect dodges and also, as I said, sometimes results in us getting some additional momentum and height with the jump. Combined with the arrow stab of the Avex bow midair, and we get this very cool and satisfying attack combo of rolling, jumping and then stabbing the enemy in the head from the air. This works again with any bow and even melee. It's very easy to get the hang of this trick and it's a very crucial foundation for the next one that a few people ask me about, the flip. Now, I'm not sure if I found this out or invented it, but honestly I haven't seen any video of anyone else doing it. It's very similar to the roll followed by a jump, but you need to time the jump and the roll very closely to each other, almost to execute them at the same time. As you can see, this results in a flip or a vault jump rather than a roll and a jump. To perform this though, you definitely need to use the shift key for running and initiating the roll. Clicking the dodge twice does not work. Once you get the hang of it, you can start doing it to all sides. You can flip backwards to the sides, you can even flip and do a 180 or 360 depending on the situation. The flips are very handy in battle, but also very satisfying and fun. You can use them for traversal as well. Not that you cannot simply jump on top or over objects, but it feels much more fluid to do it with a flip. I try to spam it as much as I can because to do it consistently you need to make it muscle memory. The flip also turns every part of the map into a minigame, especially with the bow, as you might have seen in my Avex review video. Every pixel that can give us a bit of extra height and every obstacle becomes a challenge. Can I flip over this? Can I flip off of that? I think it gives a level of fluidity to the movement, almost like parkour, and Digital Extremes should just add it to the game as an official movement animation. Here's a clip of all the tricks combined. I hope you found these useful. Let me know in the comments if you have any other movement tips and tricks, and stay tuned for more Soulframe and archery content. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please support the channel, and as always, stay on target, and I'll catch you in the next one.